I have been getting visits from either my higher self or my guides, um, or just encouraging visits by beings that are showing themselves as either an animal or a person like even a movie star, just
Wow.
various people appearing in my dreams to speak to me,
Is
and
it
various
somebody in
animals.
particular or a certain type of animal? Do you have a name for them or
Uh, no, there was a bird in one of my dreams, and
Mhm.
it just kept hovering over me and or just right in front of me actually. And I was doing my thing in my dream and I kept looking up and seeing it, and it wasn't it wasn't that high above me. And I didn't know what it was. I've never seen a bird like that before. And um and it actually wasn't flapping its wings. It was just hovering.
Okay,
But
like floating.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And but it was looking at me, and I knew there was something about that because I've never experienced anything like that in a dream before. And
Did it have a color?
and yeah, it was white, and it
Hmm.
had but all around the edges of its wings were like a rust color.
Okay.
And um and then I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about a phoenix, and I didn't know what that was, so I looked it up and I realized that looked just like what I was seeing in my dream.
Wow, what an amazing dream. A phoenix, white phoenix, a bird, a messenger coming to you and hovering right in front of you.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, truly amazing. That's a really amazing experience. Okay, so and the movie star?
There were two or three different ones, and I
Okay.
actually don't remember who they were.
Hmm.
And a couple of
Male,
them I can't.
female?
Um, one was male. I think it was Robert. I want to say Robert De Niro was one of them, and the the female was a British actress.
Hmm.
I can't remember her name, but then there was a third one as well. And I just remember, oh, Emily Mortimer was one of them. Yeah,
Hmm.
she was one. And
Okay.
I remember just thinking, like, why are you in my dream? I was like, you're a movie star. Why are you in my dream? And and it they weren't a normal person. They were standing out and they held some sort of energy. And so I knew it was distracting me from my dream. I was having a dream and there was this movie star and it was not a part of my dream. And so I was one of them I just was really examining and looking at her, standing in front of her, and we were talking, and I just was just like trying to figure out if she really was who she was. And suddenly I realized she had a very large nose that wasn't who she was in real life.
Hmm.
And and then that's when it hit me that she actually wasn't the movie star. She was in a um, like a different form, taking on that
Persona.
yeah, to not
Scary.
surprise me or something. Yeah. And it was
Hmm.
kind of like a telepathic message. So it was like she was a extraterrestrial, and
Right. She had to
um
sh change her shape so that she would approach you in a more way that you would see her and be more attracted to have a conversation.
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Yeah. So a phoenix that rises from the ashes is a complete change in white messenger. Then you have an extraterrestrial being that shows up as a movie star that gets your attention out of a dream. that
Mm-hmm.
says most of the time it's a reflection of yourself, right? And then so your movie starness starts to unfold or come in front of you, but then it's the real truth is it's connected to this extraterrestrial being that has a message for you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sounds like a terrible dream. Sounds like all terrible
It
stuff to,
wasn't.
yeah.
It was amazing. It was awesome.
Yeah, nice. ETs. Good. Okay, so what other ETs showed up in your life there since we've done the energy work or you've been working with Nochi?
So the last one was um it was I was working in a restaurant, in a very fancy restaurant. I was learning how to do my job there.
Hmm.
And I was having visions of seeing myself standing with a couple other people, like three people on to the left of me and a lady in front of me. And and then this lady came and asked me if I would help her after work or something. And I said yes, and we walked outside, and suddenly she she changed form into an ET, and suddenly there were three people right next to me, to the left of me, standing beside me, and they changed form and they were ETs. And I realized that was the vision I was seeing. And I got excited and said to them all, I've been seeing this. And they just, knowingly nodded their head and asked me to meditate with them. And so I said yes. And they said, and then suddenly four or five more appeared behind me, and we all started hugging each other. But the lady in front of me was informing us that we had to be careful how we held our hands. We couldn't like grasp each other with a hug. We had to just lightly touch each other.
Okay.
And so yeah, there was a meditation starting, and um I can't remember the details of that because I suddenly in the dream became very distracted, and I just started itching and I started looking at things on the ground, and then they disappeared. And
Uh,
so yeah, but it was amazing because it was very, very meaningful. I could feel that they were there for me to try to.
raise your vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but it was too much maybe for you, and that's why you started itching.
Yeah, I was
Take
just
yourself out of it.
over. hmm Yeah.
Hmm. Can
Yeah,
be
I could feel that. I could feel just realizing that they were all behind me and next to me, and I
supporting you.
just got overwhelmed.